Hi and welcome to your monthly budget plan video. In this video, I'll show you how you can write and edit your monthly budget plan. I already put some numbers into a sample plan, as you can see. When you write your monthly budget plan, please make sure that you put the values of your income and of your costs or expenses just like they are in reality. Let's look how you will start your budgeting. As I say, this is your monthly budget plan. Let's say it's for January, but it could be for any other month. If you start in December, just put December. It doesn't matter which month is it. The important thing is that you start and you write your perhaps the first monthly budget plan in your life. You will start today and hopefully you will write it until you die. Let's take a look of this monthly budget plan. You have description, you have monthly budget. That means what you are planning. This is your plan. It's total planning, and here is actually what you receive and how much you spend. When you start your budgeting, start with your income. I don't know what incomes do you have, but you probably have wages. So put your wages. If you have interests, dividends, you probably don't have them, because if you are just starting how to get rid of your debt, then you don't have savings and you probably don't get interest. But if you have them, just put them in your budget plan. Let's say you receive $10 of interest or dividends per month. You can see that total is changing when you put different numbers. Let's look at your income. Your income could be wages, interest, dividends, other incomes. I don't know what kind of incomes you have, but you put your monthly budget as you expect to receive the income. Later you can change everything, but it's important to you to see what the real numbers are. You can put your estimated numbers in your monthly budget cells, and it will automatically make a sum of all the values you will enter. When you actually receive or spend something, you can put your numbers in this column. Let's say that you receive 2,000 and 1,500 and then 500 extra dollars. This equals 4,000, and this is the real number. Perhaps you won't have 4,000, but you will have, let's say, 2,000 and 1,800, and you'll receive 390 more. When you receive your real income, you will see the real number which you could spend this month. This number could be even smaller than you expect. In this case, please enter your real number. Let's say it's 3,900. You see, everything changes automatically. After you plan your income, start planning your costs or expenses. We talk about emergency fund in this course. If you haven't listened to it, please be patient, you'll get to there. But you must decide how much money you can put into your emergency fund because this is your safety, it's your security for you and for your family, and you have to start putting some money for your safety. And this fund I call emergency fund. You can call it whatever you like. Just start save for emergency fund, and please go to the chapter where I explain what emergency fund is and how you create it. I put 5% of income, so if you receive 4,000, you should put $200 into your emergency fund. Then I put several numbers for food, for utilities, for housing, for medical reasons and dental, transportation, let's go down, insurance, clothing, recreation, education, charity, various different costs, and of course your debt reduction plan. When we plan all those numbers, you will see your totals. And when you look at this sample showcase, you will see that I put the number of income $4,010. And when we calculate our costs, we see that we planned $4,090. Somewhere $80 is missing. If you receive just $4,000 or $4,010, then you have to reduce your costs. Let's see what you can do. You have to pay your debt, because these are annual amounts which you have to pay. You can't do here anything. But let's see from the beginning. Of course, you will not sacrifice your savings unless this would be really necessary. What you can do is to take a look of your food. Perhaps you need groceries for 400, but this month, when you are short with money, perhaps you could invite your friends to dinner with you at your house, or order pizza or something cheaper, and you don't have to go to restaurants. Don't be afraid, this won't be permanent situation, but right now when you're in need, I think this is a kind of cost which you can say, okay, I don't need it urgently, and put 0. Do you need cell phone, cable, trash, electric, heating, water? Yes, you probably need them, and you can't sacrifice any of these costs. Let's say house payment or rent, you have to pay it. You probably can't do anything on housing this month. Let's say you're healthy, and perhaps you and your family will not need so much money for medicine, and you can put this half of number, so let's make it 50. If you don't have toothache, you probably don't have to go to dentist this month, and you could put some money and plan some money for the dentist next month, but you can probably be just fine if you put $35 and put 35 next month. You will have 70 and you could go to the dentist. If you look at your transportation costs, you will have to make car payment. You can't avoid this. About fuel we can talk about. If you really need this amount of fuel, then you have to pay it because you have to go to job. But if this is for some other reasons, then you perhaps could cut this cost to half or maybe at least for $50. You have to pay car insurance, you have to put some money for repairs and tires, and you will have to pay your license fees and taxes. You have to pay life insurance. But let's talk about clothing. Clothing is something that you might need or maybe not. If you have the full closet of new clothes or suitable clothes, and if your children have everything, then you probably don't need to plan the clothing this month. You could decrease the number, let's say 50 for adults and 40 for children. You decrease the number and you can do just fine with this. If you are really in need, then you probably won't give so much money for recreation, for entertainment. I put $50 for entertainment, but you probably won't need so much money. You can entertain by playing with kids or going out with friends, but with no fancy things. So you can sacrifice and put $10 perhaps, or maybe $20. For education, you probably can't decrease the numbers. Let's talk about charity. I think it's great if you give, and if you're a giver, you will get even more. I will tell you about this much more in my next course. When you are in need and when you fight with your debts, then it's not proper time to give donations and gifts. You could put 0 to your donations. About charity and giving, I advise you to put some numbers here, but after you get out of debt, because you can give in so many ways. I also described in this course. You can give your time, you can give your advice, you can give your attention. Everything is giving. It's not just material and it's not just money. When you're in need, then you have to fight with your debts, not to give money to other people, unless you really feel that you have to help somebody with money. You have various costs. You will see which ones you use and which ones you don't. So look at them. Memberships. Perhaps you can cancel some memberships. It's up to you. Cosmetic toiletries, gifts, including Christmas, subscriptions. You can maybe make it 50. And then we come to debt reduction. When we are at debt reduction, you will see that here are the numbers which you have to pay every month. These are monthly installments and you have to pay them. You can't change anything here. You could also see accelerated debt reduction plan, and you will see then how you could pay your debt even quicker. What we did, we planned now smaller amount of costs than they were previously written. And you can do it too. You can do it several times. You can look at every cost and think about it. Is this need or is this my wish? And when we come to needs, you need these things and you need to pay them. But when they are your wishes, then please don't buy anything from your wish list. Not yet. I will show you how you will make your wish list fund, and you will be able to pay everything you want to have. But right now, it's time to pay just for your needs, not for your wishes. If you look at those totals, you will see your income, your costs, and in this case study, we now see that $345 left. What can you do with them? If you really think you need something else what you haven't planned yet, then you can increase your numbers. But if you are sure that you won't need other things and all what you would like to plan are your wishes, then I really recommend you, please put this money into your savings account. If we go back again, you will see you have savings. And let's say that you didn't fully charge your emergency fund. You could charge it with this number which left you with planning. Let's say you put $200 and $345 to your emergency fund. This is $545 now. You need just one more month and you will have your emergency fund fully funded. After you will have $1,000 on your emergency fund, you will see you could skip putting more money to this fund unless you decided you want to have more money than $1,000 on your emergency fund. You will start decrease your debts really fast. I will show you in next chapters how to do it. If we look at your numbers now, what you have planned, you will see that your totals equals 0. Income minus costs is 0, and this is zero budgeting. Some people call it zero budgeting. When you plan your month, please make it similar. Think about your incomes and put the numbers of your incomes first. Then think about your costs and put the numbers of your costs later. And when you plan your month, please plan it like that the plan will equal 0. Now let's say that you made it and I congratulate you. After watching this video, I ask you, don't continue with the course until you put all the numbers in your monthly budget plan. Just put the numbers. Now we are going to look what to do next. Next thing is that you will receive some money. After you finish your budgeting, you will start receiving incomes and costs. And when anything happens, I ask you, put your numbers in your monthly budget plan this day. And let's say you received today 2,000 wages. And let's say that you fully charged your emergency fund with the amount you planned. You went to groceries and you paid $65. You had to pay your cell phone, your cable, your trash. Let's say it's a little different number. Let's say you pay electric. You saved some electricity and your heating, and you paid your water $35. What happened is that you planned $370 for utilities, but actually this month you paid just $360. You will see later how important this is for your budgeting. Let's say you bought another day, you bought 42 of groceries, and then you pay your house payment or your rent. If you rent a house, you will have to or not, it depends on your agreement, if you'll pay homeowners insurance or not, and real estate taxes. Let's put them. Let's say that you are healthy and your family is healthy, no one needs medicine, it's zero. You have to pay health insurance, and you didn't go to dentist, if you remember. We will put zero. You have to pay your car payment, you have to pay your fuel, but you pay it for 35, 65, 42, 70, and this is your month. Bills for your fuel, you have to pay car insurance, you will have to go to mechanic and repair something for 35. You will have to pay your license fees, taxes, etc. Let's say that all other costs are the same as you planned. They will never be, so don't worry. You will always plan something different than the reality is, but don't worry, planning is just to see where you are with your money, and then just put real numbers. Whenever you pay something, just put a number. Let's say you don't need clothing, you didn't buy clothes, and you didn't spend any money for your entertainment. You have to pay for school in full, and you pay various things. You pay your memberships, cosmetics, toiletries, gifts, subscriptions, and of course you have to pay all your debts. You pay student loan, credit line, MasterCard, Visa is painful, Discover card, American Express, and you have to give back some loan for your family. What we find out? We find out that we couldn't buy so many stuff. Why not? Because we forgot that we had another income. So let's get to the beginning and let's put another 2000 income. Let's look at your numbers now. Just scroll down and you'll see. Your planning was great this month because you received much more income than your costs are. If this would be a real case, I would really congratulate you. What to do with this money now? If we're talking about zero budgeting, then this number should be zero. I will show you how to do it. You just remember this number, $571. We will put all this money to a savings account. If you already charged your emergency fund in at least $1,000 value, then you don't have to put your money into your emergency fund. But you probably didn't do it, so we will add $571 to your emergency fund. You see, now you have $1,000 and $116 on your emergency fund. If this happened to you, then you can take $160 and pay one of your debts quicker. If you don't want this, you can put this money on your emergency fund, because if something unexpected happen in your life, you will need this money. When you look at your budgeting, you will see it is now zero. Everything is equal. The same amount of money you got, you already spent it. Of course, with this spendings, you should know that you reduced your debt for $600, and you also put over $1,000 to your savings. And this is a very good month, and this is very good budget plan. You will probably find out you will have to sacrifice some things. It's okay. At the beginning it hurts, very hurts, but later on you will see you will have everything. You will not sacrifice after a few months anymore. Perhaps it will take a year, 2, or maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years for you before you get rid of all your debts. But it's very important that you start budgeting and you stay on your budget. When you write your budget, please be honest and don't be angry. I told you, everything what happens in your financial life, these are all past decisions. Don't worry about them. Just take this opportunity and start budgeting today and follow all the instructions I put into this course. Now it's your turn. I ask you to write your monthly budget plan now, immediately when you stop looking at this video. Don't continue with the course until you did it in full. It might take some time, but you can do it quicker when you get used to planning. Please write down everything what happens in this month. It doesn't matter, is it January, February, March, or maybe June, November or December. After you stop planning, please enter your bills and your incomes daily. And of course, be sure that you are paying just for your needs and not for your wishes. This rule is for you just as long as you are in debt. After you get rid of debt, and this will be soon, I promise you, if you follow the instructions in this course, after that you will start saving for your wishes and you will have a great life just like you never thought you could live. I would ask you, make sure that you're paying just for your needs and not for your wishes. You have your money for your wishes, I promise you. But as long as you are in debt, you really should take care of your needs. And your wishes make you overspend and make you to get into your debt. They simply don't give you as much as they take from you. Now, please turn off the video and please make your first monthly budget plan now.